streaming is because it's easy to flip camera. I can't seem to flip camera when I'm doing a normal video, and it's just easy to film everything in one go like this. So I just want to show you this location. Hollyhock House. It's very beautiful, very lovely. I really like the architecture here. I like this type of California LA architecture. This kind of like oldish, sort of brutalist inspired, but with a bit of flavor, enough flavor to make it look interesting. I mean, it is just one big concrete block, right? And then it's just like a rectangle, right? Like, oh, how genius. But somehow that beam structure in the bottom and that little design just makes it appealing enough, you know? And the flowers and those beams kind of give that old school vibe. I like that. It's not like many buildings like that.
How are you?
Building more stuff here, and you can see Griffith Observatory, Griffith Park there. I'll just come for a better shot. Everyone's vibing, telling good morning to everyone. I'm actually not quite used to that. Like, I mean, in my life I'm used to that, but coming from Asia, people are not very chatty there, so they are in the evening, but not so much in the morning. So, Hollywood. Okay. And then Griffith Observatory, that's where I was yesterday. Probably should have done live. Actually, I'll do a live when I hike there next time. Reception can be a little clumsy, but just want to show you that bit here. So beautiful and nice. How are you? So I'm gonna be getting used to saying hi to people, because I was walking through a bit on Hollywood Sunset Boulevard, and I wasn't in a good mood. Something happened with my housing and I needed to move to another one, and it was unpleasant, and I was doing it in the heat, like 2 p.m. heat, and I was like a bit angry. And this homeless guy just says hi to me, snaps me out of pain for a moment. And it's like, of course, right, when you focus on yourself too much, that's when you get most ego pain, because it's like me, my pain, what do I do about my problem? But when you shift your focus to other people, that's when it begins to change. Ego dissolves ever so slightly. It doesn't have to dissolve completely. You don't have to become a complete, what would be the best way to say it? You don't have to become like a completely selfless person, but just a little bit will be good. Just just a little bit less egotistical will be good. So part of the reason I'm filming this is to actually share this beauty with you. It's wonderful, beautiful, stunning. I like this kind of architecture. This is kind of what I imagined from Los Angeles. These kind of vibes. This place feels right. I wonder if I can live here. If anyone knows, because I like pine trees. I love pine tree. The air that they produce is actually very nice. It's like my favorite type of oxygen, or I mean, probably oxygen is the same, but my favorite type of air is from these. It's wonderful. I remember staying. I wonder if that's gonna work. I remember staying in. I can make myself prettier. I remember that. There we go. I remember staying in Indonesia on an island, and there was a massive pine forest, and it was just magical to be there. Breathing. I mean, it was bigger, way bigger pine trees, obviously, because it was on a volcano. So it was a volcanic mountain. What do we got here? Thursday to Saturday, self-guided. To book your tour, visit this thing. Okay. Hollyhock House. I'll come for that. I like this house. So I like this live streaming because just switch it on, push the button and it just goes to the camera and straight to the website. Don't need to upload anything. Don't need to edit. And then I can still edit after. So even though right now on the low subscriber count, not many people are coming to see it, I can still just repurpose it after, download it, use the B-rolls for what I want, and take snippets, maybe even put snippets for reels, right? Shorts, clips. There's a lot of repurposing potential there. At the very least, just keep practicing talking to camera, which is always good. Adventure vibes. Which we all love adventure vibes. So I'm just gonna protect my eyes because it is quite powerful at this stage. So I'll share something, a powerful thing for me that happened recently. Is in Bangkok, I was in a lot of discomfort. Not from the outside per se, but internally. I was something just doesn't feel right. Something's just not right. Something's wrong. And I think it's very natural for us to kind of not understand the source of our pain and just keep suffering, but we don't really know exactly what's happening. And so, cute dog. And so, what happened in my case is it's the pain is obviously indicating something, right? That something isn't right. It's indicating something. So that's the thing we always have to look at. It's well, what is the pain trying to show you? And so in my case, it was showing me that I wasn't really living my dream. It was a good life, right? Traveling Asia, working remotely, Western salary, Eastern expenses, good, right? Many countries, change places, hotels, fast, really good way to live. I mean, it's a very good experience. I think it taught me a lot of things, loads of stuff I learned actually. Probably I should make special videos about that, top number of things I learned from that. But I'm not really fulfilling something that, I'm not really creating something that makes me feel fulfilled properly. And so, You know, I try a few things, and eventually I'm just like, okay, I'm just going a night with no sleep, and I'm sitting there and talking to my friend, and man, I just want to have this party rock star musician famous person lifestyle. Parties, casinos, events, do concerts, be recognized, collaborate, obviously make lots of money, and like big money, you know, not like salary money, like business money. And that's like a long dormant dream. Like I had this dream when I was 12, 14, 15, and somehow I don't know, forgot about it, or it got suppressed, or parts of it got realized, but not all of it. And so kind of being in this situation now where life isn't necessarily bad, but it's not amazing. And so if we keep being like neglectful to our, I guess, I don't know, inner child, is that it? Inner child, not fulfilling their dreams. Eventually, this unconscious sabotage is gonna get us to the point in life where we're like, F, you know, like, fuck, this sucks, right? It's either gonna sabotage our life where it just kind of becomes like almost broken, so that we have to start doing what truly makes us feel fulfilled, or it's just gonna keep nagging to the point just the pain gets us in such a state where we're like, I have to look at this, right? So this is what happened. I'm there, and it's just doesn't feel right. Just life doesn't feel right. And so it just opened up for me, right? I've done music before. Multiple times I've touched music before. But the last 2 times when I've done it, that was like when I was properly doing what really fulfills me musically. And that was in 2022, 2023, making rap in London. You know, I moved next to my new friend, music producer, and we just hang out a lot and made a lot of music, and that was epic, and my level got very good. I'm actually listening to those songs and I'm like, whoa, I wrote that, those lyrics, I wrote that. Like back then I didn't appreciate, because I just wrote it, and it was like the bass line, and I was always comparing to like better artists and better performance verbally and everything. But now I'm listening back, I'm like, damn, I wrote that? That's genius, dude. That's such a vibe. That's like, wow, a whole world right there. There's like a whole world in a song, just the level, the layers, every line is a punch. I'm like, wow. I wrote like I channeled it. I can't even say I wrote it, I channeled it, you know? I channeled that world. Like that world already exists, and I channeled it through the song, and it's such a beautiful thing. And I'm amazed by those lyrics, right? So, quite impressed. And then another time where I was like going even deeper into that vibe was in Bali. And actually, I'm noticing there was always like a person that was kind of helping to, all right? That was helping to me get in the vibe. They were like my fan, almost. Like my producer was like being my, like, you know, supporter, a fan, like in a good way, not like a fan, like a fan has sometimes negative connotations. They were like my follower. They were like, yeah, man, this is awesome, I love that one, wow. You know, they were like getting amazed by my performance. They were like, wow, what? Like when I was freestyling, they were just like, whoa, what? Whoa, like, but it was genuinely, they genuinely liked it. It's not like they were faking it. They were like, fuck, that's awesome, we need to record that. Stop freestyling, we need to record that. Stop freestyling, we need to record that. So That was there. And the second time was my girlfriend, well, the girl who was dating at the time. And when she heard the songs, like multiple months she knew me, and then when she heard the songs, she was like, "What? You made this?" And just like she dancing to it, sending me videos of her dancing to it, and she's like, "You need to make more, you need to perform." And so I start rehearsing, I start doing stuff. I remember I started freestyling every day for half an hour, and my freestyle got pretty good. Bali has special energy as well. Bali gives you that, like, if anyone ever tried cannabis before, it's like this cannabis creativity, but without the high, without the side effect, and without needing to smoke, obviously. And so it was significantly easier to freestyle in Bali, for sure. I think it's still very much doable here, but just needs like a bit of pushing through, I think, to kind of get myself like warmed up. But for sure doable. And so she was like my fan, and it was creating such atmosphere, and then I was just going deeper into my vibe already on my own, and just kind of sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into that celebrity singer, celebrity performer. Like, you know, even the way I would be talking to people, they would be like, "Man, you must be like..." I remember the time where I was kind of like shifting identities, almost like from a life coach to a musician. And I would comment on like flavors of food and stuff. There was this drink, this apple like smoothie or something, and we had in a restaurant. And and everybody drinks it. They're like, "This is like delicious," you know. But they really like, "Oh my god, this is very good." They say things like, "This is very good. This is very delicious." And I drink it, and I'm like, "Wow, wow!" And it's almost like they're waiting for me to comment on it, and I'm like, "It's like licking a rainbow." I say that in the moment, and they're like, "Dude, you must write. Like, the way you speak is so well. You must do some writing." And I'm like, "Well, actually, I'm a rapper. Like, I'm a rapper. But my last song I wrote 3 years ago. Actually, not 3. It was 2 years, but actually it was 4 months for the last song. But you know, it was like this. It was like a dormant rapper." I'm a rapper, and they're like, "Really?" Like, of course, like, you know, it makes sense. Like, the way your lyrics are, the way you speak is incredible. And so that was when I was really sinking into that vibe, you know. Rapper name Tony Bandana, president of the world, and very nice car here as well. And yeah, like, this is yeah, that was powerful. Yeah, there's a bit of grief or like having like lost that in a way, right? Due to what? Like, I don't know, self-implosion of some sort, and just getting sidetracked, and then getting sidetracked again, and then falling back into something else. Yeah. There's like pain and like sadness and grief there. And I think it's all about just processing that and moving on, right? That's all it's gonna be, right? How you doing? You good? Morning. Very well. Are you from Armenia? Are you from Armenia? Jordan. No, I'm Russian. Jordan. You speak? Yeah. So, salam alaikum. Yeah, Habibi. Yalla. Yeah. A little bit. Huh? Just a couple friends from Egypt, Morocco, wherever, you know? Yeah. Yeah, similar, yeah. You live here? Nice, I love this area, very good.
I'm not here, I just moved here. I was in Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Wisconsin.
Okay, alright. Yeah, good place to enjoy life, right? What's your name? Ahmed. Alexander.
Alexander? Oh, nice.
Nice to meet you, my friend.
It's Egypt, Alexander.
Yeah, right. Alexander. Yeah.
Alexander is 3-2.
Huh? Oh, right. Alexandria Street. I'll check it out. All right, you have a good day.
Nice to meet you. Have a good one. Okay.
Thank you. I think I've seen that gentleman before. Very nice person. This is Alexandria Street, where I'm. That's me right there, almost. So this area is called Little Armenia. That's why I asked him if he was Armenian, right? Because a lot of Armenians live here. That's why they called it Little Armenia, right? It would be a no-brainer. You do see a lot of Armenian or Georgian-looking people. It's hard to say exactly who's who, but relatively you'll be close enough. So that's kind of, these two times is what happened where I really touched it, like that vibe, that power, really well, that so powerfully. And it's a place of madness. The mental space of an artist is a place of madness. You're in between two worlds. You're touching the, when I'm gonna use the word spiritual here, I don't know if it's gonna be correct. You're in other worlds, right? Beyond physical worlds, right? That's what, spirituality kind of means, like non-physical. But there are non-physical worlds that are just populated by different energies, different entities, different consciousness. Sometimes they have their own agenda, and sometimes for us it can be like unhelpful for our life goals, so we will label it as good and bad. And so there's a lot of like bad, negative effect energies in some of these realms, and some of them are good, and so they're both there. All of it is there in the non-physical, right? In the spiritual realm, in the astral realms, whatever you're gonna call it, that's all there. It's good and bad. And so when you're an artist, it's like you're balancing with your mental space in that, on the edge of that world, to be able to kind of like grab something and bring it in, like even touch and describe, kind of both. Sometimes you grab and bring it in, other times you just touch it and describe. And so that's the life place of an artist. And so it's a very weird, kind of scary place. And an artist is a bit like a baby, right? Like if somebody's truly an artist in their essence, and you criticize their art, they're not gonna like it. They can learn to accept it. They can, be tolerant to other people's opinions, but they're not gonna like it. Their inner child is gonna want to say, "Fuck you! You know nothing about art. Go make something yourself first, you little piece of shit." That's what they're gonna say, right? If you're an honest artist, that's how you feel. Obviously, you're not gonna react like that when you're running a business as an artist. You're gonna try to, breathe and not say anything, smile, walk away, punch a bag, shout on a pillow, right? That's what you might try to do. But because it's like such a fragile thing to be able to touch something and be able to build it in like a proper way and actually truly bring it from the outer world, or build it from nothing, or as close to nothing, or as novel as possible, as digestible. And when it's truly experimental, people don't even understand it, so you always have to connect it to something existing previously, right? That's how music styles evolve, slowly, not instantly. You don't jump from classical music to rap, right? There's a process. There's a process from blues to rock, right? And to everywhere else. And so there's a lot of like fear and anxiety about kind of tapping into that world. By the way, I'm gonna show you